All right, what's going on, everybody? Of course, it's Raphael Haynes, aka Mr. Controversy. Did you miss me? And I got a special guest. I am honored to have the champ here. Man, I just wish my father was alive so he could see this because he would be going crazy. I have none other than Evander, the real deal, Holyfield. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great.
Good, good. So, of course, we got to jump into it. Of course, the rumor's been circulating about this fight that's supposed to be, first of all, your comeback, and then this fight with Mike Tyson. Can you talk about that and what you do have planned?
Well, the point of the comeback, somebody just made up the name himself. I was telling people that I want to start doing exhibitions, meaning that, with my foundation, your name for the fight, the Holyfield Foundation. I want to help the kids. I wanted to come back and be able to show the kids if you take care of your body at a young age, if you don't get bad habits, you don't have to put them down. Then at an older age, you ain't got to be worried about what type of person you're going to be or somebody going to have to help you.
Yes, sir. Okay. Good. So it's no truth to the Mike Tyson because we know we've seen him and how he's been training and everything. So no truth to that, or
well, the thing is that he was doing something, I was doing something. Then when I told people, I told the people that they saw me working out and they kind of put two and two together. They must be coming together to do this like this. But the fact of the matter, I didn't mind if we do something like this. So, his people been talking to my people and, we yet ain't got a solid deal together, but, it's coming that way. If it could happen, then that's no problem.
good. Okay. So I have to ask you, you had of course, a great career. And is there any fighter from your era that you didn't face that you wanted to face?
No, I don't think I took anybody on there who wanted to fight. There wasn't nobody that I desired to fight, and I didn't turn down no fight.
Okay, so you didn't, yeah, because you basically fought everybody. When I think about it, that was around your prime.
Well,
that was
who wanted to fight? I fought people that was older. I fought people that was younger. I'm right about 6 to 8 years younger than me. So I fought people who was older than me, and I remember, my first professional fight, I fought the Philadelphia state champion. I'm telling you, on my first fight, I think he had 11 fights. I ain't had none. I was jumping from 3 rounds into 6. That was kind of a difficult match for me.
Yeah, like I said, I've always followed you. My father and people, we always followed you, and we always talk about. I was always taught about your legendary chin. You always had that legendary chin. Who was a boxer that you say had the hardest punch that you had to? I guess your chin had to take.
Well, now George Foreman hit me with the hardest punch, but Reddy Bowe hit me more than anybody with big shots like that. So I was kind of, and not winning my first fight with Reddy Bowe, I was kind of like inspired by the people. Say, God, no, man. Like one thing, if you hit him, he's not gonna stop coming. That was a little inspiration that I can take something. Because everybody was kind of asking what's going to happen if he get hit with some big guys. And so, after that, I went to the point of, I guess the first heavyweight fight that was really kind of taxing when I fought Michael Dokes. And, but seeing that after Michael Dokes, I kind of grew into how to handle guys that was bigger and, and had little bit more experienced than I.
Yes, sir. So being in that battle, and like you said, you fought Riddick Bowe, then of course George Foreman. When you get hit, I mean, I just want to know because of course I'm not a fighter. When you get hit and you daze, like how do you compose yourself? How do you? Go ahead.
The thing is, a lot of times people thought that I got hit with a shot that I didn't get hit because your head forward when a person punch, you turn sideways like this and slide down. When you get hit on the chin or get hit in the temple or right here, now, I remember the time when I got hit like that, man, them legs, you can't control your legs. Your legs do one of them things like that. You get a little embarrassing. Then once I knew I could be hurt. I remember at one point in time, I didn't feel that I can get hurt because it never happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
But the first time, Bert Cooper caught me with a shot. And, I'm like, oh, my leg did like this. And, and they gave me my first 8 count. Then I realized that, wow, because I didn't see the shot either. So when he hit me, I didn't see the shot. And all I just know, my leg was like rubber band, like that. So, I realized, I said, okay, and like that. Then I never did get hurt again until I fought Riddick Bowe.
And of course, I know that's something that you prided yourself. Is that what you prided yourself the most, was having that chin, or was it your hook, or what was it?
Well, the art of the game, the two thing is that you only get hit when you do something wrong. So when you can come to the understanding, I'm only get hit if I do something wrong. So even sometimes you may get by. You did something wrong and the guy didn't swing. So you kind of thankful, wow. Because either you're in a position to hit that guy in a position to hit you. So either you hit the guy or either you move. If you don't hit that guy and you stand there and you don't move, the chances are you're going to get blasted. So if you hit the guy and didn't move, then if you miss the guy and you move, the guy tend to miss you. Mm. So, but you can't line yourself up just in front of a guy and not thinking that you're going to get hit.
Yes, sir. Now, looking at today's fighters, they're much bigger today. You look at Tyson Fury, like 6'7", something like that.
6'9", yeah.
Yeah, 6'9". How would you go about fighting someone that size?
Well, I actually fought a guy that was 7'2". 7'2", and he weighed 318, and I weighed 218, so he outweighed me about 100 pounds. Mm. And so the artwork is that when a guy misses you like if he missed me on the left side because I moved this way, and so the distance that you cover, because people lead when they hit, when they punch, they stick their head out, and so that means that you can counter shot them because if you miss them, then you can hit them. Like this, because the length of your arms is the inches and stuff. It's amazing. The little short, even though a person that much taller, but the reach ain't that really that far if the guy trying to hit you. Mm-hmm. But if the guy is not trying to hit you, he's stepping back, then it's hard to get to him because his head back and he have it out that way. But when they come to get you, they lean forward. So the point is to get the guy to lean forward trying to get you. And so on the guys that trying to hit you like that coming forward is the guy that hit with big shots. So it was easy for me to fight guys who wanted to kill me because they come forward. So they running into your power and I had quicker hands than them. I was able to hit them.
Yes, sir. Now, we saw what happened with Wilder and Fury, especially the second match. I know Wilder's your guy. You personally told me that the first time I interviewed you. What would you, if you were his trainer, if you had a moment to talk to him, what advice would you give him as far as how should he approach this next fight?
Well, that last fight that he fought, I knew that something was wrong. And he said he got an eardrum bust. And I got my eardrum bust when I fought Lennox Lewis the first fight in Madison Square Garden. And you can't get off real good. Your balance is bad. So when he said that, I realized, and everybody said, "Man, he didn't do nothing." Well, when I had been boxing ever since I was 8 years old, and I had great, perfect skills. But once I got my eardrum bust, my timing was off, everything was off. And it was the greatest thing that I did in that fight. I didn't quit.
Yes, sir.
I didn't quit, and and Lennox wasn't aggressive enough in that fight, so he didn't come upon me because he respected that I could fight. So he didn't know what was happening like this, but I knew what was happening. And if it wasn't, like I told everybody, if it wasn't for my son Evander Jr. was out at the fight. If it wasn't for him, I would have probably quit. I knew my eardrum was bust, and he was so much stronger. I would have quit because my son was out there, and I ain't want nobody to tease my son. But I said, "Your daddy, he got out there, he quit." So
right.
That's the only reason why I didn't quit in that fight.
Because, it's funny, when I was watching the fight, just watching it live, and when he fell down, I knew something was right, because usually when somebody get knocked down, like you said, the legs are rubbery, or they just look down. As soon as he hit the canvas, he looked up and pointed at his ear, like to the ref, like, "Yo, he hit me in the," and I was like, okay, something ain't right. And then, like you said, from there, his balance was off. He couldn't do anything. He just didn't look right.
Well, because me, I have seen him fight. And don't nobody never get a chance to hit him. Mm-hmm. He don't ever get hit by these guys. He'll do an awkward move, throw a hand up like this. He would joke with people. But that fight, he got hit with just about every shot the guy threw. Right. Then once somebody told me his eardrum was bust, and I said, "Well, okay, then I understand, because I fought a whole fight, 12 rounds. I got my eardrum bust in the third round. After that, I'm like, I couldn't hear, and I could feel the air kind of going, seeking in there. So I ain't know how to take it. And so, it's just a lot of things be going on in your point of trying to survive. Not unfortunate, but fortunate that Lennox Lewis didn't put the pressure on me. If he would probably put pressure on it, there's a good chance that, he probably would have toughed because my balance is off.
Yes, sir. Now, with that rivalry right now with Wilder and Fury, like today you don't see that much of, especially with the heavyweight class. But back then you had Riddick Bowe. You fought Tyson twice. You had the Riddick Bowe. What was your favorite?
I most thrilling when I beat Tyson, the first fight, and because when you have people in the family who think that he gonna beat you like that, I had the family members say, I can't wait, he gonna show your spur. I'm from family members, then of course after the fight when I beat him, they said, "Oh, I was just mad with you." But my mama said, whenever somebody says something, part of it is the truth. Like this, because I was one of the type of people. I'm the youngest of 9 in my family, and I'm one of the type of people that because I had my older brothers and my sisters and stuff, and my mom was always clowning them about they just won't do the right thing. So my mama had a heart attack when I was a kid. So my mom was at home. She caught me in everything. So I did the right thing. Because I did the right thing, I became who I am. Because I didn't have no drug problem. I was out late at night and all that. My mama kind of treated me like I thought a girl would get treated. Like I was gonna get pregnant. Like this stuff. So I had to come home early, man. I'm like, I'm 17 years old. You had been in the house at 9 o'clock. if I wasn't going to a boxing fight, I wasn't gonna be able to bet. I'd be home. And so all that, what my mama just kind of reserved me and made me do the right things, kind of shaped my life to make me I just naturally had good. What I didn't have bad habits, so I was winning even when I wasn't trying to win in life. People tend to like me more, and everybody thought I was different from the next guy. Which now I can deal with these guys because I had family members was like that. But my mama was at home when I was at home, so I didn't get a chance to do nothing wrong. It was kind of odd because I lived in the ghetto and everybody thought I was trying to be better than them. I wasn't trying to be better than them, but them whoopings my mama was gonna give me. I get 3 whoopings a day. I was like, I realized to zip it up, So I had control of my tongue. My mother did diss me so very well that I didn't have bad habits.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. Of course, that was a memorable fight. Now you look at today, like I mentioned, we have a lot of good fighters today, whether heavyweight or not. Which match, no matter what type of class or weight, I should say weight class, who would you want to see fight? Like, what fight do you want to happen?
Well, but not that. I always wanted to see Anthony Joshua and the guy from England.
Yeah.
No, not Anthony Joshua and Deontay.
Right.
I really wanted to see that because I thought it just Anthony Joshua is a well-rounded fight, and I think he gave anybody trouble because he was an Olympic gold medalist. He well-rounded and all this, but the difference is that when it comes down to Deontay, he's a good thinker.
Yes, sir.
When he give his all, and so he kind of remind me of myself, but I have a little bit more. I have a lot more ability. I have more too because I started boxing at 8. Here's a man coming out 18 or 19 years old. That's just like going to school and miss the early education. It's gonna be hard to catch up. But because he's strong-minded and all that, he's very confident. I'm saying he appreciates the little things that he can do. He don't ever talk about, well, I'm too thin or I don't weigh enough. He go out there and he throw that cannon. He throw about 2 or 3 shots real well, and he have been able to win with those 3 things. And so so that's the whole difference when a guy, when you're a student of the game, and this is what you do, which is, and that's how Tyson Fury is a well-rounded. This thing been in his family that boxing stuff been in his family for a long period of time. So he's the one that gifted in this stuff, and he can do better than these other guys who may be a better puncher like this, but he's able to maneuver himself, change positions all the time to be the champion that he is today.
And this last question about the Fury Wilder, I have to ask you this. When Fury went and was acting like, or if he actually was licking Tyson, licking Deontay in his ear, you as a fighter, you see that after the fact. Would you be able to control your emotions and not get to him? Because, of course, naturally, I know with me, I would be the one to fight him when I see him. Like, you're not going to just do that to me. But when you get in the ring, is it hard to control your emotions, or would that inspire you more? Or?
What your strength? What make fighters box great? Because they can control their emotions. Because it takes discipline to be a great fighter. You find that all of them fighters who are great, they can control their emotions. They know they got to shut down, because when you get angry, it make it worse. So if you get angry and you start missing the guy, you get tired and tired. I'm telling you, there's an art to the game. The game is about the confidence that you have, and and being able to heed to, maybe this guy just playing possum right here. And so you have to figure these things out in the process of what things happen to you in the different fights that you have fought. I'm saying, you have to have control. And to be a great champion, you have to have control.
Yes, sir. All right, and I guess I got to ask you about your son, Evan. He had a great debut. He actually knocked he knocked him out, right? He knocked Nick Winstead out in the first round?
No. He, I don't know if that was his first fight. Now, the first fight, he knocked the guy out. Like this.
Right. Okay. The first. Okay.
Yeah. But later now that he got up there, you have to step him up. Mm-hmm. For a fighter to grow, you have to step him up, give him a little bit more, get a taste of this, so he'll be ready for when it comes down to championship fight. And
are you involved in his career right now, or is it hard to you try to stay away?
Well, no. The thing is that he have a manager and he have people to do that. And so the thing is that I'm not, because realistic, I got a lot of kids, so I didn't really want to be the head person, because that means that I wasn't going to be a good coach, because I'm not going to be there every day. And just the fact of the matter is that because I can come to a fight and know everything, and I think I can holler from the outside and be able to help him more than I would because you got to when you're a coach, that's almost like being a father. Mm-hmm. You have to be there with them. And so, it wouldn't be right for me to give all my time to one of my kids because he a boxer and I was a boxer. I'm a dad to 11, you know what I'm saying? So I got to be there for all of them. I have to be there, be able to help everybody. So he knows that, and, but he the only one that chose boxing. And that's one thing I tell him. I said, at least you chose the thing that I do the very best. Now, I know this. Now, I said, all the rest of the stuff that I didn't know, I said, I learned through a lot of mistakes. Yes, so, boxing the only sport that I ain't make that many mistakes, because I'm very well experienced in boxing.
All right, and this is the last question. This comes from, I like to involve the fans and people watching, comes from Kelvin Cately, and he asks, how would guys like Fury or Wilder fare in the heavyweight division in your time?
Well, with Tyson Fury, because he is a student of the game, and he's just like the guy that was probably in our era. But you only get tested by when you fight somebody who good. You don't really know how good a guy is who somebody else brings something out of it. I think definitely I would think Tyson Fury could have been in. I think that with the other guy,
Deontay.
God. Yeah, Deontay pretty much started late. Now he would have had the shot, but but these guys would have knew how to fight inside. They know how to clinch. They would know how to do things. So it would be a little bit more difficult. But it don't mean that I'm talking because he can do that 1-2. He would have knocked a lot of them guys out with that as well. Because the Cuban guy that was knocking everybody out, he won the Olympics 3 times in a row, and he had the same style like this. He tapped you with that jab, and when you run in there, he blow you up, boom, knock it out. So that's the reason why he's a good fighter. He had the range and he execute. He ain't scared to load a boom on.
All right, well, champ, man, thank you. I appreciate this moment. Thank you for coming on, and you already know you always welcome again to talk with me. We love to talk boxing, of course, and this is the 3rd time we talk, so this is cool. And like I said, I love to have you back. But once again, thank you. Everybody else who's watching live, thank you. I appreciate you. And make sure you follow the 3 Point Conversion. Look at the ticker, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, of course, YouTube channel, subscribe. And we'll see you sometime next week. All right, we out.
All right.